Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be doing an affordable makeup tutorial like I promised, and I'm just going to be using products you can get from your drugstore or even your local grocery store. I also want you to know that Sephora carries some affordable brands as well. I'll be right back and we'll get straight to the tutorial. Thank you. Back. So for those of you just starting out or looking to get makeup tools and equipment, Amazon has some good brushes. Like, they are not the best, but they will suffice. I have these two sets I purchased off of Amazon, and no, it's not a sponsored review, but I have used some of them, and if you're just starting out, this will serve you. I'll have a link of it in my description box. Be sure to please use those links, and yes, I'll get some token if you use them. Another thing I also found from Amazon is you can buy the sponges from them, the beauty sponges, and this one has a drying rack and it comes with 8 different sponges. I showed you this in my first makeup video. There are so many different shapes that you can use for different things. Okay, I'm going to also leave a link of that in my description box. So for today, we're going to start first by applying our moisturizer. I haven't applied anything yet, so I start first with a wrinkle corrector from Olay. This you can get from your Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, or anywhere. So if you are approaching your 40s, you should start using a wrinkle corrector. This will help take care of fine lines and wrinkle. Okay, and then for any product you apply, give it a few minutes to dry on. Okay, next I'm going to use my absolute favorite face moisturizer, the Olay Regenerist Whip. This you can also get from your drugstore or from your local grocery store, and I'm going to just be using a spatula to take whatever I want from there. And this one you're going to apply on your face and your neck. It comes with an SPF of 25, so it's also good as a sun protector. Now that our face moisturizer is dried on, we are going to go ahead and apply the primer. Now you want to ensure you prime your face before you make up. This will create a barrier between your makeup and your skin, and it helps to protect your skin. My favorite affordable primer is by Rimmel London, the Stay Matte. So this is good for oily skin and it really mattifies. They also have other ones in their collection, like the Fix and Perfect primer and the long lasting 8-hour finish primer. I'm going to put a picture of that besides the video if it's too shiny. So I'm just going to dispense some and then apply all over my face. So you want to ensure you prime all over. So as you can see, it does prime really well. Like, it doesn't leave any silicone or silky finish on your face. I have a mirror to my left hand here, so if you see me, keep looking there. So next we are going to be doing our eyebrows first. Yes, I know a lot of you are not used to doing your eyebrow before you make up, but I'm going to start with my eyebrow. I'm just going to use a dark brown eye pencil. I never use black. Can't even remember when last I used black. So I'm going to be using a dark brown, and what I like to do is I like to prime or set my eyebrow area. So I'm going to be using setting powder for that. Now when it comes to setting powder, they don't come cheap. My store brand, drugstore brand I have is Derma Blend. This is one of my favorite drugstore brand, but it's still a little bit pricey. They do last a long time, so it's going to last you over a year. I think this is about $40. But if you're going to go for a setting powder, I will encourage you not to settle just for cheap. Settle for one that will do the job. And for that, I'll recommend Laura Mercier. The color is good and it sets really well. So I'm going to use some of that to set my eyebrow. I'll just dust on a little bit and take off the excess. And I'm just going to tap there. So this will ensure your makeup or your eyebrows are going to last longer. Okay. And then next I'm going to brush my heads. Okay. We use a dark brown pencil. You want to ensure you go with your natural hairline, and then you just fill that in as you want. And I'll take that out a little bit more. And then I'll just use my finger to feather it out a little bit. Okay. Super quick, super simple. So you want to ensure you don't draw it longer than there. Take it out a little bit and then I'll feather it out. Okay. Next, I'm going to clean my eyebrow area. I don't do this all the time, but I like to do that sometimes. And I'm going to be using a very affordable Elegant Pro Concealer. I think you can also find this on Amazon. I'll leave the link in my description box. I usually just order it online. So I'm going to be using the color Chestnut. I like to use a color very close to my skin color or my skin tone when I'm cleaning up my makeup. And then for my under eye, I'm going to use a slightly lighter color. I'll be using Toffee. So I'm going to start with Chestnut. And it does come with a small application brush. So you only just need a little bit of product. Okay, just a tiny bit. And I'll just apply lower there. So I'm going to take a brush to clean up my eyebrow area. I also use the same one to clean the top. Okay, and then you can just go in here a little bit and just lighten that a little. up my eyebrows, I'm going to be using an eyebrow gel. I haven't tried a cheaper one yet, but I have this one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the mini one and it's just about 12 Canadian dollars. So I'm sure even in the US it will be cheaper. But you just use this on your brows and they stay all day, and you only need a little bit of product. So even the mini one lasts a long time. They also have the tinted ones. I have the tinted one in chocolate. Okay, so we are all done for the brows. Now we go into concealers and foundation. So my foundation of choice, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and this one comes in a whole range of colors. I'm going to insert a short clip for you to see. What I'm using is the color 360 or Mocha, and this one is for normal to oily skin. So they have the ones for normal to dry skin as well. And then sometimes I also use 358 or Latte, and it's also for normal to dry skin. So like I said in my previous videos, you might find yourself using 2 to 3 shades of foundation in a line depending on the weather. So sometimes the summer you get darker, winter you get lighter. So usually I use 360 or 358. So today I'm going to be using the 360. Okay, so you want to make sure you shake your foundation very well. And you can choose to apply with your fingers all over your face. I'm going to be using a foundation brush. So I have a lot of brushes in my collection over the years. So I'm going to be using this. And you just take a small amount there. Always start small. And you just distribute it all over. Okay.
Shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby.
Okay. So that is what we're looking like right now. It's good, right? So let me know, what is your favorite drugstore foundation? Leave a comment in the description box and let me know. There are so many different ones, and as you can see, they all have good color tones now for our skin type. So this is what we are looking at so far. So now we're going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Like I said, this is really cheap and it works well. So I'm just going to use a little bit for underneath my eyes. So it has an applicator, and I usually like my concealers to be lighter because I just want to brighten up underneath my eyes. But if you don't want yours lighter, feel free to use as close to your shade as you want. For this, I'm going to be blending with a beauty blender, and you want to ensure you do not blend with a dry sponge. So I'm just going to be using my setting spray. This is a mini Morphe setting spray. You can use any setting spray or any liquid of your choice. Okay, and we're just going to use that and push down until we have blended everything to be seamless. And I think the Sephora collection actually has a setting powder as well that is just about $20. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe I'll give it a try. So now for my setting powder, if you're using the one from the Amazon collection, you can use this, one of the round head ones. Just be sure to dust off the excess one, okay? And then you just, I don't like setting with a lot of powder, okay? I know some people like to bake. I'm just gonna set all over my face. So we're just going to wait for the powder to set a little bit. While we are waiting, we're going to go ahead and start picking the color for our eyeshadow. So feel free to use any one. I've found these ones in Sally Beauty Supply and they were on sale for about $3 plus. They are different ones. You can also find them in Shoppers Drug Mart or even the grocery store. Just go to the cosmetics section. The one I'm going to use today is from Sephora. I got this one on sale for about $7. It's a small palette, but it's really nice as well. So always check to see. So that is what the color of the palette looks like. We are going for a more warm to neutral undertone today. Okay. So now I'm going to dust off the excess powder, the setting powder on my face. And I'm just using my Sculpt Bookie brush from Marshall's. It's an affordable brush. It's not expensive at all. So I'll just dust off the excess. That way it gives me a clean canvas to work on. So this is what it's looking like right now. So the foundation, I think it's a good color. So now for the eyeshadow, we're going to start with one of the neutral, this almost dark brown here. Okay. So now that that is done, okay, I'm going to use an eyeliner. I'm using a dark blue eyeliner. These are the retractable ones and it's by Palladio. I got that from Sally's, or you can get it from I think Walmart as well. So you want to make sure you go the inner one. Okay, that is good. So I'm going to finish all over my face with MAC Studio Fix in the color NW45. This will be my all over the face powder, and I'm going to use my Sculpt Bookie from Marshall's for that. So this is just you applying powder now to all over your face. And if you want an everyday makeup look, because no, I don't do this every day, then let me know. I'll show you an even simpler and shorter makeup look that you can use every day for work or just for outing. that is not elaborate. Okay, so now this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to use my mascara. So I have the L'Oreal Paris. This one you can find in your drugstore. And Maybelline New York also have colored ones as well. Like, you know, I like using colored mascara. So I'm using this cobalt blue. So far. So if you want a little bit of highlight in your brow bone area, you can go ahead and put a little bit. I'm going to try this one by Rimmel London. It's for eyebrows, but I'm going to use my fan brush from the Amazon brush collection, and I'm just going to dust a little bit like so and go in my brow bone area and just dust that lightly. Okay, just want a little. So that gives you the little bit of oomph for your eyebrow. So last but not the least is going to be the lips. There is also a few affordable ones from Sally's, from the drugstore. There are so many lip cream, lipsticks. One of my favorites is from La Senza, and it's their lip cream. It's usually $10.95, but sometimes they have it on sales for about $2. Really, really amazing. Soft, lasts a long time. So I'm just going to be using that, and it's in the color Stiletto. It's very, very dark. Okay. Turn it right up down. Okay. Then I'll come back with my fan brush. I'm just gonna give myself a little bit of shine here and there. Okay, and so to finish the final step, just make sure you like what you have and use your brush to do any final touches. And I'm going to finish off with a setting spray. So you can either use, I have the mini setting spray, but my favorite one so far is the Morphe setting spray. It's a mattifying mist. So it's really light, really airy. I'm going to finish off this whole thing by setting my face with a mist. Okay. And then we're going to let that dry on a little bit, and then I'll be back to finish the. Yeah, and so that is the end of this tutorial. If you want to see how I coil my hair, be sure to check out the other video on my channel. So this is the final look we have for today using affordable makeup. So let me know what you think. What products do you use that are affordable yet really good? And if you want to see an everyday simple makeup, let me know. Leave a comment. Don't forget to support me by subscribing, share this video with your friends, and click on the like button. Until next time when I bring you another exciting video, have a blessed and wonderful day.